Hey yo, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yashab Hashem Kadash. And double honor to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. And Shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Just wanted to do a quick video, man. I found this article on The Guardian. And it's just like, it's just talking about, so-called the knife crime epidemic in London. And I just wanted to go and basically just go into like some of the, I was reading it, I was like, you know what, I was like, brother, Jake's through, man. So-called black people are through, man. Because, like, if you're black, brother, you just didn't have a chance in the beginning, man. Because more or less, it's just like, this is just showing the curses in full force, man. But I'll get into it. The title's Beyond the Blade, Your Experiences of Knife Crime. And the thing is like, the idiocy, hold on, where the fuck is it? Let me see. Okay, yeah, Beyond the Blade, living with knife crime, both my sons have been stabbed. This should be the one. Yeah. So, like, the stupidity of... Okay, so the article is basically just going into so-called knife crime, yeah, in London. And, they're saying, like, well, let me read. It says, it seems knife crime is no longer just a gang thing, if in fact it ever was, given the questionable definition of a gang used by the police, another issue that needs looking at urgently. That's very concerning. There seems to be so many young people carrying knives now. They may have got into an unexpected conflict and never thought they would be going down the road, but now they have a knife for protection. Even those who haven't had conflict are scared of being attacked and might take a knife out with them. These are kids who are going to college or university and living ordinary lives, but they're still carrying lives. So basically they're making out like every Tom, Dick and Harry in the ends is rolling around with a shank, which, that's just not a realistic representation of what's going on in London, man. In certain areas, yes, you will get a higher concentration, but it's basically this is just like this is just it don't make no sense, man. Because the thing is, okay, this is the one that I was reading. It says J student North London. It says people don't get into crime because they want to most of the time. You live on the estate, mum can't pay the bills, you got nothing to do. Most will sell drugs. Thankfully, I never had to. Once you get into that, you have to protect yourself, and that's where knives come into play. Even if you don't need money anymore, it's going to be very hard to lead that life. You may not be able to. Thing is this guy's a student first off, so it's like, and he said he's not even in that lifestyle. So like, what kind of a viewpoint can he even give? Thing is with this so-called knife crime, the thing is Jake's obviously getting stabbed up in London. Jake's is killing each other up, but they're making it out like this is just on an insane level, man. Because this one here, Student London, it says, as a young man, I seriously think that knife crime is getting out of control in London and the crime rate is rising a lot. I live in a dangerous area and I have heard and seen a lot of things that I shouldn't have. Knife crime is rising because young people are being influenced by other young people into living a life of a roadman or selling drugs. This type of thing happens from a young age. Many secondary school students start getting into gangs. Schools might think everything is safe and the students are great, but outside the classroom they're different. I've seen it many times. And the thing is this is another guy that's not involved in that life. The thing is the joke of this is you can go and find documentaries like BBC iPlayer, they'll go and talk to these guys basically that are in these gangs that are, pushing the drugs, murdering people. And they'll find out, okay, they'll explain, they'll just like, yeah, man, just doing whatever. Man might have certain grievances just based on area codes and that. But basically it just comes down to the curses, man. Because it's like Esau's trying to work out like, I just don't even understand, like, why is this going on? Bro, it's very simple, man. Like it's actually just the curses. Because the thing is like the way like Jake's are in London as well, the majority of them are in the fucking lower poverty brackets, man. So they ain't got no dosh. They ain't got no fucking life aspirations or goals they're trying to aspire to. And they're seeing a lifestyle on TV of, getting that fucking flossing lifestyle, man. Esau's basically trying to sell that to them, man. So the thing is this whole society is funny because Esau's basically made it. He's incentivized Jake to go down those criminal pathways in life, man. He'll basically push on them like, okay, you see on the TV, people flossing, making money. He'll glorify it in the movies, glorify it in the music, all that. And then you got the dumb niggas getting raised by the single mamas that don't know shit, growing up into these things, man. But only it's the curses, man. Because even with this, I'm like, bruv. The thing is, it's just like Jake's through, man. Jake's through. It's just like, I don't know what the guys out here, you know, that are cooning it, sucking on Esau's ass. They're what are they really gaining? What are they really like? They're trying to go on like they're getting on some kind of level, bruv. The vast majority of Jake is broke, is on the bottom, is basically trying to front like they're living some ultimate lifestyle whilst working, you know, a fucking a 9 to 5, man. Says this one here, says both my sons have been stabbed. My eldest son was really badly injured. His lung was punctured. It was quite horrific. He was in hospital for 2 weeks. My other son is more of a street boy than his older brother. He's been caught up in trouble and stabbed, but luckily it wasn't life-threatening. One of his friends was stabbed and killed 2 years ago. He was such a lovely boy. It was on the high street. It made me so angry thinking it could have been my son. Now, you're saying he's such a lovely boy. Bro, I don't know. The thing is how many Jakes do you just tend to see? Just, you know, just a good, you know, good. If a guy is a cool geezer, you know, keeps himself to himself, you don't see them kind of Jakes get into confrontations very much. Even if a guy will get confrontational, they'll try and de-escalate it, man. So if a guy's going out, the majority of these youths going out getting shanked up, they're basically trying to live a certain kind of a lifestyle, man. So this is BS, man. You go into the mamas, oh, he's just a sweet boy, and my sweet boy. No, that's BS, man. There's some grimy Negroes, man. I just want to, you know, I'll get some scriptures. I got one, let me get one. Oh, let me get, what's it gone? Proverbs 1. It's like what? Because, you know, this is the thing is these young brats, this new generation, they're just through, man. They've been given over to Satan. They don't have any kind of form of order or instruction. They're unruly, bastardized shit, black niggers, man. And they are pieces of shit, and they need to get wiped out, man. This is basically just show. This really is this article that I was on. Is basically just a testament to how through Jake is, man. Because you guys are out, like what the hell are these? This is the younger generation. The next generation meant to take over. What the fuck are they? These some skinny jeans, you know, skinny jeans wearing. Some skinny jeans wearing. You know, toe sucking ass, moist emotional Negroes, man. They're done. It says Proverbs 1:10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as a grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. And this is what the majority of these guys you see getting shanked up, getting juke up, getting their brains blown out. And a lot of these grimy niggas, it's like in Hackney, there was some nigga got smashed into a fucking drinks cabinet by a copper. Like he was a grimy nigga. He was a drug selling nigga, man. So and then everyone's like, oh, police brutality. No, fuck that nigga, man. If it was me, I'd break his neck, man. Some murdering, drug dealing witch nigga. Fuck that shit, man. The scriptures are plain. Put that little nigga to death, man. Jake is just like, bruv, the whole head's sick. And they're just trying to act like, no, but it's just, you know, it's like if you can just, you know, no, there's certain things you just lead on to death. Yeah, they're selling drugs to your own people. You need to get a ceremonial head choppage. That's basically how that needs to get dealt with, man. Says, we shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. A bunch of them fucking house burgling niggas. Grimy motherfuckers, man. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. That's why you got these guys, you know, just saying, my sweet boy. No, he wasn't a sweet boy. That's why the scriptures break these guys down, man. These guys are basically running quickly to do evil, man. These guys are quick to shed blood. Make haste to shed blood. That's what kind, bro, those kinds of elements, they're not going to make it into the kingdom, man. And that's what a lot of these stupid ass niggas need to get, man. No black people are gonna make it, man. Black people are through, man. Black people ain't got no salvation, man. Black people are going to hell. Yeah, that's... Says, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood, and they lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. So these guys are some grimy Negroes, man. Grimeball Negroes. They're basically out there annihilating their own people, messing up their own people. They got demons on them, man. They need to get exercise from their bodies so they can get cleansed of that shit, man. Let me see. Let me read this as well. Says Deuteronomy 28:54. So that a man is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And that's as you can see is happening with this generation, man. It's got worse with every generation, man. You might have them rebellious elements. The thing is getting the man out of the household has magnified this problem. And the Jim Crow, what the fuck's the word I'm looking for, man? Basically the way that the Esau's is constructed, has deconstructed the so-called black family. This has resulted in just Jake is basically just fundamentally, they don't have any kind of form of structure or order to build themselves up under, man. The men don't have fathers to raise them up and keep them in order. The women don't have the strictness of the father, and their mum's probably a slut, so she's raising them up in the ways of a slut, man. This is all completely out of course, man. All completely out of course. And that's bruv, this is the result. The result is you got these Jakes out here murdering each other. So the result, hey look, man, if you ain't gonna repent and come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you need to get erased off the face of the earth, man, for your own good. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards a husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. So even them women as well, man, them little ratchet booty black baboons, man, in the hood, they're in the same spirit, man, basically rebelling against the order. And this is what Esau desires, man. He set up this world of confusion. Everything's out of course, and that's basically that's his aim. His aim has been to destroy the so-called Jake family, man. So hey, the Lord's gonna set everything right, man. And Esau needs to get taken out, and these grindball Negroes need to get taken out, man. I'll leave it there, man. I'll leave it there. These Jakes in London's like fucking. It's either you're messed up and you're trying to live that you're trying to make out like you're living on the bottom, like you're living on top of the world, but you're living on the bottom, or you're being a grimy sellout to try, and you're getting MBEs like Wiley from the Queen, man. I'll leave it there, man. Say all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double and the apostle, and that was a great millstone, man. And shalom.